Like, oh yeah, it's got a few levels. But this one is called Parkour Time. I think it's called or Parkour Tower. Parkour Tower. It is called. And basically, you can climb to the top. But this one has a cool little features. I think we've got a checkpoint on our back. I think everyone gets it. We've got some shop stuff. Look, we've got buy trails, emotes, coins, everything. Look at this. So much stuff.
Whoa.
So much stuff.
I'm gonna go get started.
Let's do it.
A new world order.
You don't see the curvature of the earth. It got you by the balls. It's beach ball. It's peaches dope. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. It got you by the balls. No examples of right angle engines, curving, horizontal. I tweeted that. But I don't want to be a small, convention or anything.
And in case there are any conspiracy theorists out there, how would you prove to us that you're in zero gravity?
So, what do you think?
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Is it really possible to suffer cold symptoms in space? You bet it is. It happened to me on Apollo 7, and it could happen on the new space shuttles, too. That's why all manned U.S. space flights carry Actifed. Even in space, Actifed relieves a stuffy nose and sinuses, runny nose and sneezing. But you don't have to travel into space to get full-strength Actifed. It's available without a prescription, right here on Earth. Actifed, the cold tablet most recommended by doctors. Now in capsules and 12-hour capsules.
Well, it's a real meal. 2 tantalizing entrees, a medium drink, and dessert. All for $2.89. Choose from 3 delicious combinations.
The Best of Times, rated PG-13. Starts Friday, January 31st at Select Theater.
This machine makes metal casings and headaches. The ones I take Anacin for.
Anacin, 23% more medicine than regular pain relief.
Now, first of all, lad, we've...
Son Thor has returned. Greetings, my son. Son Thor has returned. Greetings, my
Listen well, brother.
I gotta play the didgeridoo.
Oh, curvature.
Thermonuclear weapons over the poles. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
Will be a complicated rendezvous with a space station that is moving 17,000 miles an hour.
Around the Earth at 17,000 miles an hour. It's going more than 25 times faster than that. Honestly. We'd have way better CGI. It was fake. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
Unprecedented performance of ultra-wideband. This is the 5G America's been waiting for, only from Verizon.
Had to go. Officials have given their approval for play. Each team has concluded its last-minute huddle, and now the crowd cheers once again as this Houston audience greets its team, led by the storied athlete Jonathan E. Houston carries its...
Ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. No president should fear public scrutiny of his program, for from that scrutiny comes understanding, and from that understanding comes support or opposition, and both are necessary. I am not asking your newspapers to support an administration, but I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. For I have complete confidence. That is why the Athenian lawmaker Solon decreed it a crime for any citizen to shrink from controversy. And that is why our press was protected by the First Amendment.
No, now. And you guys, we have pictures from space if you're not happy with that. Go on a cruise. You get over the horizon, you can't see land anymore. Why is that? Just try it yourself. Don't take my word for it.
There you go.
Next time there's a lunar eclipse, look for the Earth's shadow on the moon.
Around, I don't know, but it could be.
Have either...
This is so dangerous. And guys, when you sail toward the horizon, you don't fall off. I mean, can't we have a benchmark?
All of the science.
Because there are some researchers who do, for whatever reason, think the world's
they're not
flat.
researchers. They're
I felt strongly about it for a long time. I used to say, before doing what I did, I used to say, what happened? Why aren't we moving forward? Today, in the future, we're going to look back and say, how did we do it without space? We unlock truths within ourselves. That's true.
Put together, that way we could sort of work on a flat plane.
Says that the Earth is flat.
Yay, science!
And he says, given the curvature of the Earth and this formula, you should not be able to see Manhattan at all. Okay? But
you know what? There is evidence. Place that NASA is posting CGI pictures everywhere of Earth
that are going to take place here, Francis. Yay, science! Yay, science!
Yay, science!
For one, climate change is fake. Yep. The world is flat. Yep. And I guess that means Earth. And any other ones? Gravity. Oh, doesn't exist.
Kyrie Irving. I don't know. Did you see?
No. Earth is flat. No. Go right ahead.
I want to hear you say your name. Your name is Toby.
As long as he continues to play basketball.
Better get to entertaining these white people, nigga. Get to dancing.
there and be somebody.
And stays away from NASA, we're fine.
Don't say no, it's the end of the world.
Hey, it's me. Hi, it's me. Really.
Actually, create a new world order.
Which they then filter through a probability matrix of some kind to determine how
Earth is flat. Earth is flat. Is flat.
Well, it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake. But we didn't really test any of those materials for, is it space hardened or whatever, So it just has the same seats that like normal car has. It's just literally a normal car in space. So we did that. It's kind of silly and fun, but I think you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. So because like that'd be cool, sure.
What's the purpose of sending a car to Mars? There's no point. Obviously, it's just for fun. Yeah. And to get the public excited.
Our new world is far smaller.
The horizon is always eye level. Once you go flat, you never go back. Where is the curve? A code red science emergency.
Isaac Newton, my man, said,
To which point she said the whole thing is a hoax. Things just fall.
This is called gravity.
Or the mission at hand.
How about that? Mr. Galileo was correct in his findings.
The sheet neutralizes the charges in our laundry softener.
The lubricating substance sort of coats, for lack of a better way to put it, the fibers so that they don't rub against each other.
You can feel the substance. What does this melt in the heat?
It actually just rubs on. So when the clothes toss, this just tosses in with them and it tosses onto the clothes like butter on your popcorn.
One other little secret he told me, one I actually already knew. You use little dryer sheets on your hair in the wintertime if you have some static problems like I do.
Oh, really?
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah,
Does
and then your
Patrick
hair
have a
smells like
blog?
clean breeze.
Or his own show?
Mm-hmm.
I like Patrick's idea about the aluminum ball. Who knew?
Yeah. Does he have his own show or blog, Heather?
He should, though, shouldn't he?
For sure.
A lot of
No, I
information.
know he doesn't, but I told him he should start a blog and a show.
Yeah.
And he said people come to him all the time with their laundry questions, and he loves talking about it.
Well, I'm glad you found him.
He was great.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Thank you.
Take it. Will I take it? Yeah. Or it'd be last on line, or I wouldn't take it at all, whatever's best for the country. All right, let's go, guys. No, I wouldn't say that at all. You see what it does, especially for people over a certain age and people that have an infirmity. If you have diabetes, if you have a bad heart, if you have a certain problem, it just, Myron, it just goes after you. It's vicious. And we're saying that people that are over 60, 65, but over 60, we're even saying, sort of stay back for a while. We recommend you staying back for a while. At the same time, with young children and children, we'd like to see the schools open early next season and on time. It's incredible how it's very unique how the children aren't affected, but people that have problems and older people are can be very badly hurt, injured, or die from this problem. Oxford, Johnson & Johnson, incredible places are doing, I think, a really good job. And they're very advanced, but we have to now see. We're going up to that very delicate final stage with a number. I think a number of other countries are also doing quite well, my people say. And just so you know, working very closely with other countries, and whoever gets it first, my hat's off to them. We're not looking for first
Are flat. Are flat, but we had produced, but we'll produce it again.
The current members of the Flat Earth Society in Congress, they must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society. And the dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon.
But how do we know the Earth is not flat?
Earth is flat.
But yeah, flat Earth is better than globe life. Welcome, Ed, and thank you for sharing that.
Spill over the sides of the flat Earth.
We have members of the United States Senate who argue that the 9/11 Commission. Just last week, Secretary of State Powell, only Vice President Cheney still insists that the Earth is flat.
That when you have that kind of divergence in that single behavior, you have part of the reason that you have an ignorance of, and oftentimes a disdain of, mainstream America by the new upper class, which is very problematic in terms of the future of the country.
The law of gravity is nonsense. No such law exists. If I think I float, and you think I float, then it happens.
Vast military buildup has been reported in the Sahara Desert, sectors 17 and 18 of the war zone. That is the end of the announcement.
Gravity is nonsense. No such law exists. If I think I float, and you think I float, then it happens.
Let's do an experiment. Look at the clouds and try not to see something there in a glass of tea form of information sharing. You know, the internet is very new. Newspapers are very new. Science and technology is very new. But gossip, hearsay, slander, rumors, there's a gene for that, okay? So how do you combat it? Slowly, carefully, painfully. It's a painful process, but in some sense, we're going up against our genetic predisposition to believe in nonsense.
Question, because it's only a minute, so it's not really as committing as hitting the other box button, you know? So welcome to
Earth is flat and not round.
That stuff is flat.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. Is flat. The Earth is flat. Is flat. The Earth is flat. Is flat. The Earth is flat. Is flat. The Earth is flat. Is flat. You wanna wake up? The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
The Earth is flat.
Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs.
We'll show 'em, won't we, boy?
We sure will. Now, first of all,
lasers. In that case, maybe I'll just take the time to tell you guys about...
As far as the eye can see, the Earth is flat.
Somebody that can edit that for you.
Go with the flat Earth theory.
The Earth is flat. Bro, you need to check your facts. I got high up through the roof. Then I landed on the moon. The moon flat too. In reality, everything is just in 2D. Like a video game from 1983. Besides scrolling up and down the street while y'all sleep. Call me B.O.B. cause I don't see the curve. Messing up my vibe, yeah, you got a lot of nerve.
Lying to the public in the media.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible.
No, not this time. It's totally pure
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
It's fiction.
Honestly.
We made it. We made this one.
We're not way better CGI.
It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened.
Well, big YouTube star in my restaurant. I'll tell you what, Marlo.
Where are we landing, boys? XD. Top right here. You may be wondering what I'm playing right now. It's a game called
Waste all of your money. Look at all these things I bought.
Get through this wall right now. Yes, it is flat. It ends there, actually. That is an amazing discovery by me. Is the moon landing real? No. Maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've had a beautiful pirate adventure, and I think it's time to just leave now. After this discovery, I have a lot of thinking to do. I need to get some fresh air.
It's a spinning ball and globes are really the big. Let's colonize Mars with a human race. Drive our red sparks, consume the vacuum of space. I only get my info from reputable sources, many white coats, BBC, Quora, Snopes, and Forbes. Nothing worse than those conspiracy theorists watching YouTube videos, thinking now they're the smartest.
I had always wanted with Voyager to turn the cameras back from the outer solar system and photograph the Earth. It's a single pixel, but I thought that pixel would be worth looking at. And after we passed Neptune, I was able to get these pictures, and there is our planet, a pale blue dot. I look at that world, and I think that's where we are. That's where we live. That's where everybody we love, everybody we know, everybody we ever heard of, lived out their lives.
Science is awesome, space is great, the future's bright, just you wait. You should have listened in science class. Why are you questioning the math? Science is awesome, space is great, the future's bright, just you wait. You should have listened in science class. Why are you questioning the math?
How can I believe the shit that they
Even though we're just kidding. Every superstar, every team leader, all of them, everybody, every saint and sinner lived out our days there. Modus Dati, suspended in Sunday. To me, it says that the Earth is a very small stage in vast cosmic arena. Think of the rivers of blood spilled by all those generals.
I'm Chris Hadfield, and I have a mustache. I'm Chris Hadfield, and I have a mustache.
I've been a space enthusiast since I was 4 years old.
getting to work on a mission like this it's a dream come true. To me, Dawn is truly Earth's first interplanetary spaceship. No other spacecraft has gone to a distant body, gone into orbit around it, maneuvered there, then broken out of orbit, traveled elsewhere in the solar system to another alien world, and gone into orbit around it. And it does that with ion propulsion, which I first heard of in a Star Trek episode.
Not this time.
I've never heard of in a Star Trek.
We made this one up. It's fiction. We made up this one. We made it up. Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. Not this time. It never happened.
That stuff is black, 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 that stuff.
A new world order.
So it's not actually a sphere. So it's not actually a sphere.
Absolutely flat. And that we live.
Placed the camera at the back of the spacecraft and centered the lens on a circular window in the foreground.
A little. How? No. Yes. You wouldn't even notice it. You're not going to say, oh, I got to dry my hand. The depth of the ocean doesn't measure up to the depth.
If you believe they put a man on the moon.
Say it's time for everyone to panic? Yes, I would, Kent.
Oh, there's so little left. Creamed eels?
Must endure. General, it's worse than we thought. The virus is getting bigger.
Real good engineering.
500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat, and 15 minutes ago...
You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change.
Tim, we copied a bow solar wind and penetrometer drum in the ETB.
Not quite yet. I haven't put the solar wind in yet, but I will shortly. Oh, I will. Well, in my left hand, I have a feather. In my right hand, a hammer. And I guess one of the reasons we got here today was because of a gentleman named Galileo a long time ago who made a rather significant discovery about falling objects in gravity fields. And we thought that where would be a better place to confirm his findings than...
Unfortunately, I'm not an astronaut. I've never been to space.
On the moon. And so we thought we'd try it here for you. The feather happens to...
We have flown reasonably close by all of these worlds, orbited 3 of them, landed on 3 of them, in each case with robot exploratory vehicles, and humans, 12 of us, have explored one of those worlds. Things not to do to the Earth.
Appropriately a falcon feather for our falcon. And I'll drop the 2 of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that? Mr. Galileo was correct in his findings. Superb.
Is it round or flat? Don't ask a brat. Results from a new study reveal a third of young American millennials aren't sure that the Earth is round.
A national poll found that 18 to 24-year-olds are the largest group in the country who believe the Earth could be flat.
It seems the older you get, the more you believe the Earth is round.
Here's what 18 to 24-year-olds said when asked, do you believe the world is round or flat? 66% have always believed the Earth is round, yippee. 9% always thought the world was round, but more recently became skeptical. 5% always thought the world was flat, but more recently had doubts. Good for them. 4% always believe the world is flat.
And apparently young millennials are behind the push. It comes as this man tried to launch himself into space on a homemade rocket to prove the theory. He just tested that rocket not long ago. I remember the day we brought this to you.
Yeah, well, when people tell the youth to fight the power, they don't mean Copernicus, right? I mean, there's some things that we can look at here and all understand that we're on the same page. But I would say that people should have a better understanding of why it is they believe what they believe. Because, for example, okay, we could all agree the Earth is round, but you ask people about climate change, and they'll just say, because the answer really is because all the smart people say so. And that should never be your baseline of why you think something is or is not true. I did not think I'd get applause for that, by the way. That was nice.
So Buck just said the Earth is flat. That is freaking me out. All right, Kat.
Encouraging skepticism about what you've been.
Let's do an experiment. Look at the clouds and try not to see something there in a glass of tea form of information sharing. You know, the internet is very new. Newspapers are very new. Science and technology is very new. But gossip, hearsay, slander, rumors, there's a gene for that, okay? So how do you combat it? Slowly, carefully, painfully. It's a painful process, but in some sense, we're going up against our genetic predisposition to believe in nonsense.
That stuff is flat.
There it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Jack, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat. There it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Jack, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat. There it is. Yes, it is. Earth is flat.
Jack, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat. There it is. Yes, it is. Earth is flat.
Jack, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat.
Clearly, I see that. That looks like a pretty big thunder.
There it is. Yes, it is.
Are you happy to see me, or is that the
Earth is flat.
suffer?
Jack, what are you talking about?
Flat
The Earth is flat.
Shout out. See you later when I'm not. Okay. Bye, Vito.
The Earth is flat.
Shout.
The Earth is flat.
Let it all out.
The Earth is flat.
There it is. Yes, it is. Earth is flat.
Jack, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat.
Look. But under what? Under Vito? Oh, okay. No, I'm flat stuff. Earth. Do you have questions? Answer to your question, JJ? I'm up in Johnstown. The reason why I came up is because New York City got way too expensive. Way too expensive. But as soon as my son gets older, I'm moving closer. Not in the
Earth is flat.
not in the city per se, but closer.
Yes, it is. Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat.
Jack, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat.
And I wanted to repair.
The Earth is flat.
Unfortunately, there's
Ordinary men and women
subscribe.
small-minded to governmental affairs.
So that will certainly keep us all busy. You have a whole series of O-rings in here, and
I don't think I can see it.
and
you can see I'm continuing to...
A new world order.
What's with everybody saying the world's flat? Charles, Kyrie said that. Shaq said that. Where's this all?
Shaq says he can see the moon.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
listen.
It's not.
There's 3 ways to manipulate the mind: what you read, what you see, and what you hear.
But he can't see California. So is the moon closer? Do you agree?
BD, I think that question was from you from my own 3D.
That's a good
and again,
question.
it was Shaq could see the moon.
But I can't see California from my backyard.
Just look at it. Is it a legal profession? Of course it's legal. It's only in my profession. I'm trying to read it. Okay.
So is it closer?
California's closer.
Okay. How come I can't see it then?
Huh? That's okay.
How come I can't see it then?
Because it's flat.
Wait, the Earth is flat?
No, because the circumference of the Earth is flat.
But is
so you
it
cannot
flat?
see. You can't
Professor
see.
BD.
You're not high enough to see over the horizon.
But is the Earth flat or round? Are you like?
It's a combination of both. So from space is round, right? And then when you're on Earth, it's flat.
That's what I say, because when I drive my bus from Florida to California, I go like that. I don't go like that. I'm just saying. When I fly from here to China, I fly like this. I don't fly like that. So I'm just saying, when I look up, the moon be looking at me, and I'll be looking at the moon.
How long do you think
take
the drive to get to the moon? Take about 24 hours from California. How far you think it drive to the moon?
I don't know.
I mean, you can see it.
I'm not.
What it look like?
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. Your reaction? I think you can be smart, Scotty, right? And say you want to be a critical thinker and intellectually curious without attacking hardcore science.
You're right.
It looked pretty to me. I got one of them big old telescopes.
To human beings, but hey, Steph Curry says that he doesn't believe in the moon. It's the thing all over. It's on CNN, and they say we're just jocks, we're just athletes, but it's on your channel. So, you know what I mean? I hate that it has to be a subject of something like that, where we've been taught in science, taught within our classroom certain things, and then you get older and you start coming into things that you have questions about. And it's natural to do that as an adult, as a kid, or anything like that. And sometimes I feel like even myself, you can speak ahead of yourself, whether or not you believe it or not. And I support that aspect of it for people. So whether or not he believes it or not, NASA
landing. Finally, the truth comes out. Landing on the moon? You must be a loon. NBA star Steph Curry recently said on a podcast he's not convinced the moon landing really happened.
We ever been to the moon?
Nope.
Nope. They gonna come get us. I don't think so either.
Elon Musk is
Sorry, I don't want to start a conspiracy. They ain't been on the moon.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. Stanley, you gotta do research on Stanley Kubrick.
You know what? Steph may be onto something.
Tonight, NASA scientists call those comments out there.
Unless the world is flat.
A secret society. Hollywood would open up its doors for us. We'll meet the inner circle of executives.
You strike me as quite a practical person. You're a pilot. I mean, you deal with.
We live on a plane.
When people find out about that, they're going to say, who put that there?
She had a black cat, but it didn't scare me, 'cause I liked her right well right off. Black cat, black cat.
You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know.
Horizon, the truth is bare, it's got no disguise on. The earth is flat, everyone's been lying. Open your eyes and look to the sky, son. The proof is there, it's in the horizon. The truth is bare, it's got no disguise on. The earth is flat, everyone's been lying.
Hey, welcome back. I'm here with my panel. First up, Night and Show contributor Jordan Carlos.
In a small world, small world, in a perfect world.
As you may know, SoundCloud is a paid service that Tanster uses to host her audio recordings. She shared on her blog, how on earth is this possible? One person gave Tanster 9 likes and 3 shares? Of course not. Clearly, SoundCloud's numbers are being artificially manipulated. But why would a platform do this to a paying customer, you ask? Well, let's look at that post's comment section. Integrity by buying fake likes and comments. They are pushing Tanster to lie and deceive her audience with paid-for shills. This immoral practice is loudly condemned by the public when a business is caught doing it, and yet SoundCloud is pressuring Tanster to do exactly that. They mess with her numbers, and then they facilitate these spammers hawking an unethical and immoral form of deceptive advertising. Wow, man. That is appalling. Hey, Ron. You wanted to see me? Yeah, Andre. Tell me about this big project you and your team have been working on. Oh, you heard about that? See, Ron, it hasn't really... Just tell me about the damn project. Sure, no problem. We actually have been working on it for months. See, it's a huge psyop about a psyop. It's very meta. We unleash this huge psyop. It affects the whole planet. Tanster will immediately know it's a huge psyop because that is something she always seems able to do. Because she's so obsessively crazy with the truth, she will be forced to call it a psyop. Because it is a psyop. That's what she does. So, how does that help a client? This is the beauty part. There are really injured people as a part of this psyop. Therefore, if Tanster calls it a false flag, she will offend the people who are really injured. Our media puppets will then broadcast their stories. Great. So she'll be labeled inhumane. Oh no, Ron. It's even better. See, we have been peppering in the news media that only Chinese terrorists call things psyops. Since Tanster has now been forced by us to call something a psyop, and Chinese terrorists call things psyops, Tanster's obviously a Chinese terrorist. We just keep saying Tanster Chinese terrorist over and over and over and over and over. Different wording. Lots of headlines. She'll be ruined. Perfect. great idea! You just got yourself a raise! Thanks, but it hasn't really worked. What? Wayne, that's not. It's flawless. We can call Tiesta a Chinese terrorist. But she didn't bite. Tiesta hasn't exposed her obvious hysteria psyop. But that's all anyone's talking about. I know she doesn't watch any of our media anymore, so she doesn't even see most of our stuff. But she couldn't have missed this one. Yeah, Jackie thinks Tiesta spotted her psyop trap and just skipped it. How does she do it? Okay, then. What in pray tell is Tiesta talking about this week?
Hi guys, welcome to the video. Here.
Earth. Yeah. I started to question things like my own beliefs and my own existence. Like, how does this work? What is the truth? What do I know? Am I the body or am I the soul? If I was to die, where would I go? Do I even matter if this is how it goes? But when I woke up, you know what I realized? I am the soul, this body is just my vehicle. And with that awakening came so much more. Information about the system and how it works. Realize, there's realize and realize. Don't be surprised, we'll find the truth will deep inside. When I see the sky, the sun, the moon, they seem alive. No, no CGI. Realize, there's realize and realize. Don't be surprised, we'll find the truth will deep inside. When I see the sky, the sun, the moon, they seem alive.
It's like if someone told you the truth.
Like what? What could they say?
He says the Earth is definitely flat.
You have to see it for yourself.
Son 4 has returned. Greetings. Son 4 has returned. Greetings.
Americans have Governor Andrew Cuomo has found to help reimagine New York in the aftermath of the pandemic. And 33 million Americans have billionaires. 3 million Americans have
What is a phenomenon? The question is, who cares?
Does anybody, you put that slide back there, does anybody believe this number? Does anybody believe this number? You saw more?
And this is why...
Yeah, so tell me this number? Does anybody really believe this number?
This is why the reporting is so important.
Does anybody really believe this number?
I put China on there so you could...
That is perfectly
Will display, isn't it? Yeah. Checks in the post.
Is the Earth round?
No, of course not, you idiots.
The Earth is the...
Our whole lives we spend looking at the horizon and it's flat. I mean, it's flat. That's all. That's what the horizon's supposed to look like. And you get up here into orbit, all of a sudden the Earth is curved.
1 o'clock. Intercepting in 3, 2.
Wars?
Not wars. Global struggles.
You guys like globes. Let's go, dudes.
This is the last question. And then we'll
think about it. Но у нас действительно в некоторых регионах страны, там, где люди живут, в Сибири, вот в этом году, допустим, прошлой зимой, температура 2 недели держалась минус 50. I will not terrorize your president with such low temperatures. Но теперь...
Critter cam. We spend looking at the horizon and it's flat. I mean, it's flat. That's all. That's what the horizon's supposed to look like.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be. 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 It is photoshopped, but it's has to.
Hi, I'm Don Dennard.
And I'm Erin Davis from CHFI FM 98, the office favorite.
Start your day with us, and CHFI will keep you company all day.
No matter where you are.
Excuse me, but you're in my office.
This is your office?
Yes. This is my desk, this is my award, and this is my radio, where I listen to...
Hey, want to listen to some tunes?
Hey, Tom, it's Bob. Hit the dust, it's over now. They broke the trust. Toss overboard. Amazing man, oh no, I know. Not them again. We know now, go.
What?
a squeeze box in his hand, and on the VDU screen on the arm of his chair, he's got a vocabulary
About the Earth being flat is getting out of control. Can you please help us? Can you please help us? Can you please help us?
All right, hold my sandwich.
Oh.
Monday, I return from the exotic Orient, and it's back to business. I'll be joining you from the Canada AM set as your new co-host. But until then, sayonara from Tokyo.
What really happened here? Who was the cowboy who confronted Johnny and Larry that night? Was the old woman in on it, too? Could Danny have been hallucinating? But if Dan was hallucinating, who ate house food? What about the mysterious behavior of the barbecue lid? Was it really the nanny? Does this story seem possible? Was the morgue
enjoy the
attendant in
kind
on
of
deception too?
top-shelf
Were there gases
comedy you've come to
trapped within
expect
the
from the
milk
Late
bucket
Show
that caused
writers.
the activity? How
Isn't
was
that
the
right,
double
Alan?
able to send email without a computer?
Tell the
Was
big
sewing
media
machine
companies to
taken over
play
by the
fair with the
spirit of
writers.
Byron's grandmother?
Once again, we apologize
Really
that you won't be able to see the rest of the
Is it
skit,
possible that a
but
parrot
rest
could
assured,
give a young girl
it was
the will to
hilarious.
live?
This message has been brought to you by the Writers Guild of America. Back to you, Dave.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.